What is going on, guys, and welcome back to a new video on my English channel. I'm Marcel and welcome back to my team, episode number 5. We are in Miami and, well, we were in Miami in PCL, but this one happened like months ago at the beginning of the game, like months ago. Okay, it feels like months, alright? I've played the game already so much that it feels like we have been playing the game for longer than we actually did. But yeah, this is, I think, 1 month or 1.5 months ago, so it's quite a long time. I didn't properly know how to drive Miami yet. You will see this compared to my racing standards in PSGL. But yeah, anyways, here we are on our first quali run in Q1, and we spin. Yeah, great stuff. First fail of the day. So we have to skip that lap and go to the next one, which is our final run in quali. And to be honest, you can already see like the differences between my driving. We are missing the apex here. Of course, the my team car is not perfect, but we don't take the curbs. The curbs usually rotate the car better. You don't cut them properly, but you at least lay your closest tire on them, like this one here. But we got a bit loose. Maybe we couldn't actually take it with the setup and with the my team car. I don't remember properly, but yeah, there's way more time on the table. We could have definitely done something more here, and we are 4/10 off in sector 1. The AI is crazy fast in sector 1, which of course also helps creating an overtaking opportunity right in this corner here, because you have this long straight before. This was actually driven quite well. Here we went a little bit wider as we than we should. We don't cut these corners properly, but we're still like the AI struggles so much in the slow speed section in the cuts that we are going purple in our my team car. Can you believe that? I couldn't. That's just completely crazy. But yeah, good stuff to see. We can at least fight in one sector. And then I also make another big mistake, which probably cost us a 10th or a 10th and a half. So there was way more time on the table, and I thought this was probably already like the limit. We could have definitely not gone much further into Q2. Q3 would have probably been impossible, but Q2, I think we could have managed a 0.6, seeing the mistakes in the driving. At least the mistake should be possible, I guess. But here we are, the Miami GP. We are starting on the hard compound. Most of the opponents, god damn it, most of the opponents around us, they are actually on the medium, so we are, I think, the only person on the hard compound in this race, which of course could help us with a late safety car. We go for a big send into turn 1, make up a couple of positions up into P15, but Sepp is still on our inside, so we have to see. And we managed to squeeze past Lando Norris for now. Now with the top speed of the AI, he's keeping the inside for the next corner. We're trying to sling it around the outside really hard. We still manage to do so. And with that, we are making our way past Lando Norris, right behind Pierre Gasly. You can see a train here forming. Trying to go for a good exit, but the AI is just incredible. And Lando's already looking for our outside into the next corner. And yeah, just wait a second and see how lost the Mr. Kiefer was here. Braking way too late, not seeing that these cars are completely stopping. And yeah, we just took a flashback. That's the only flashback of the race. And I was already like, guys, you haven't seen anything. Please, please, please. We're just gonna let Lando pass for that, alright? And look how slow they are. They are literally stopping still. And with that, we can make a move around Lando again into the next corner. And now look at this. Boom. Is this Formula 1? We are like they are going 50 kph. This is literally in Germany. In cities, 50 kph is the limit. Like within cities, within towns. Sometimes it's 30, depending on the area, but depending on the street and traffic situation. But on average, that's 50 kph. So we drove like a normal car, and it seemed like we're stopping still. These cars are crazy fast. Can't tell me anything else. And Gasly is making his way past us again. Make a little mistake by clipping the curb a bit too much. Gets us loose on the exit. And this is already lap 1 of 29 laps of the Miami GP in our first My Team season. So let's see what is happening. We have a hungry for position Lando Norris right behind us. Show 1U is also following him closely. We are dropping further and further, of course, in this section. The mediums, they help these guys a lot. And our car is not the fastest. We are on a different compound. It's hard to keep up with all of them. And now on the straight with the AI's straight line speed, we can't really do much about Lando. We are tucking into his slipstream, pushing him a little bit, giving him a little bit of a bump draft, and then going past him into the braking zone. He's trying to do the switchback, but that doesn't work out. And with that, he opens the door for Show Guan Yu. Doesn't work out for him either. Now at the end of lap 2, after the chicane, Lando got a good exit and is able to try and make a move on us. And he actually does a move on us. We're side by side going into the final 2 corners, and he decides to back out of the situation.
Lando kommt durch.
Lap 3, same thing again. Like, this battle is going on for nearly the entire race, I cannot lie. And this is another corner. When you're on the inside, no matter how like close you are, you need to be nearly fully ahead of the AI so they don't turn in on you. It's one of these corners again, you know. I complained about it in the past multiple times, but these things are still part of the code. And then we were discussing, and I was saying like the AI is literally one of the best. I mean, in sim racing, isn't it? Like, honestly, there are some problems with the AI, yeah, but the way you can fight them, the way you can race them, and the way they behave is still better than anything else on the market, I believe, in my opinion, in my personal opinion. This is not because I'm an esports driver or I'm creating content on this game. I truly believe I've tried AI on different sims and I didn't like them at all. They were either way too slow or their racing behavior was just weird. So yeah, Codemasters, the AI is not perfect, yeah, sure, but they're still better than most on the market. And Max Verstappen, DNF from the race, unlucky. Lando is making another move on us on the inside into the hairpin, and he's moving under braking over to the line. Hello, Mr. Norris. Well, to be honest, he kind of held this line, but it still looks like moving because of the way the track like flows in that section. Lando's struggling a bit again in this slow speed section, like the usual. The AI just, I don't know why they, I guess because they don't cut the corners, it's a bit harder. We can cut the corners because we can think. And it's just so much quicker. I wish we wouldn't be able to cut the corners, but yeah, still a thing. Lando coming back across, but we managed to squeeze our way through with DRS. Easy peasy. Let's see, can Lando make a move into turn 1? He's trying to, but he decided not to. Again, the same spot every single lap. Every single lap. This is literally copy-paste. And I'm not lying, this is going on for every single lap. And Lando making a mistake here with that. The Show Guan Yu is getting past him. Now we have Show with rapid straight line speed. That Ferrari engine kicking in like mad. And we squeeze him to the wall, so his line is a bit worse. And with that we managed to stay ahead, get a good exit, and we at least save of him in sector 1. But of course, the same straight, as always. The AI is just coming back at us. They are crazy fast. And you can see still we were ahead. Show is just turning in on us. This corner is weird. Weird. Can't go side by side there. Only if you're on the outside, because then they don't turn in on you, obviously. Turn 1, new attempt from Show. And now again, our favorite corner of this race, right? And he turns in on us again. Hey, come on guys. Come on. All the time you have to leave that space.
Hab immer gedacht, Show.
Didn't work.
Ja,
We
Ferrari
still made a
komplett
good job, but
OP
look
hier.
at this at the gap. Like the Ferraris, they are gone like by miles. Then there's the Mercedes with the Red Bull and the Alpine, small gap then, and then there's the Alpha Tauri, and then there's us holding up everyone with the hard compound. Oh my god, we literally, this is the Kiefer train from P13 to last place.
Eventuell big points.
Yeah, good stuff. But I mean, you can see the clouds are getting darker, and we're just listening to the weather report and saying there is gonna be rain in around, I think, 10 to 15 minutes. I was worried. We were checking now every single lap.
Das können wir
I
gar
was
nicht
really
gebrauchen. Wir
worried
brauchen eine
that the
akkurate-
rain would kick in way
10
too late,
Minuten.
because 10 to 15 minutes,
Also
it's
5
lap
Minuten
11
wär
of
perfekt.
29, you never
Dann
know
wird's
if the
meistens noch
game
ein
is
bisschen
proper
dauern.
accurate.
5 bis 10 Minuten wäre besser, aber 15
But at the
Minuten
same
ist-
time, a lap around Miami is around 1:30, so
Bis dahin ist dann wahrscheinlich Gas
already
und
2
über
laps
alle
is
Berge.
3 minutes. So yeah,
Aber die,
it's-
wobei, die müssen auch noch an die Box kommen. Wenn die jetzt
it
alle
could
auf Mediums sind,
come
die müssen ja irgendwann
faster
reinkommen.
than we think,
lange halten die
especially
Mediums?
maybe the game is not accurate enough and we are getting tricked here. Maybe they are saying 10 to 15 minutes or 10 minutes, and in the end it's gonna
Das
be
ist halt echt ein Problem.
just about 5 minutes and they couldn't say accurate enough. Yeah, just how the game works. Especially
Aber die
I have
Runde
it on
ist lang,
approximate
1,30.
in the career mode, so it's a bit
Dann
more
lohnt es sich,
interesting
draußen
and
zu bleiben und zu warten.
confusing.
Am Ende
so we
gehen wir
can't
auf die
read
Soft
everything
Fence
all the
ein,
time.
Mess. Wir kämpfen eh nicht um Punkte. Es geht hier gerade um nichts. Wir sind nicht ansatzweise an Punktepositionen
So
dran.
yeah, let's see.
Und ich glaube auch mit dem
I'm
Mediums
just
würden
hoping
wir gar
because
nicht
we are on the
rankommen.
hards. If the others pit for hards because
Okay,
the
wir
mediums are
bleiben
dead,
draußen.
and then they have to
Oh,
pit
yes.
again because of inters,
Jungs,
that would be brilliant for us.
Mädels,
That would be incredible.
Das wird was.
We could literally save a pit stop and go for big points. And you can already see a lot of people were already pitting. We jumped from P13 to P8, and after this bunch of people are pitting, we're going from P13 technically, but P8 to P4, right behind George Russell, who's in P3, the first podium guy. And yeah, we managed to get a penalty.
Nein. Okay, das
Idiot,
war dumm.
idiot, idiot, idiot.
Das
We
könnte
were in
so
such a
die
good
Karten
position, we
spielen.
get a penalty.
Wo ist der Regen, Kollege?
And I'm checking for the weather report. I'm asking where the
Regen.
rain is, and
Ich hab
out of
Tropfen gesehen,
nowhere
glaub
we
ich.
can see raindrops. Raindrop. Drop top. It started
Ja.
to rain right at the second when I was like,
Wir müssen noch
come
eine
on,
Runde
where's the
draußen
rain
bleiben,
now?
Minimum.
We need the rain. They are catching up way too quick on the fresh out. And on the
Ey, das
end
kann
of
nicht
next
sein,
lap,
das muss
you can already
Winter-
see the road is
Bedingungen sein.
super. There's
Das
like a
muss-
film of water on it, like just on the surface a little bit, and you can see there's barely any grip anymore. And he didn't say yet it's time for Inter, so I took the decision myself. But the AI is at least pitting, so I guess it's the right choice. And yeah, going for the Inter compound. With that, we are currently in net P4, and a couple of drivers are actually continuing, which I did not understand. Like Mick is continuing, like they were even ahead on track. I would literally just pit. I would not care if they say no, your teammate is pitting. I would say no, I'm literally ahead. And we had a terrible pit stop. Oh, this doesn't help our 3-second penalty. We lost all the time. They struggled. Our pit crew struggled. I had optimal, and then they struggled. God damn it. You can see yellow flags in sector 1. I think Mick just spun from
Alter,
the
haben
cold
die
tires
Reifen Grip?
or something. There was immediate grip because the tires were up to temperature right away in the working window, and yeah, that it felt amazing. It felt the best all race with the most grip in the Inter conditions, it seemed like. And yet
Es war
Tsunoda on the
definitiv
hard
Zeit für
compound
Inters.
struggling pretty hard. Ha! That was a dad joke. And he's
Alter,
moving,
Tsunoda.
of course he's moving across because he has to take the racing line, but it was so confusing because, oh my god, I was just like, come on, please, let's not crash. And we are making our way past, down the inside, lap 20, we are moving into P6. Paris is also getting past, Hamilton is right behind. Imagine if we wouldn't have had that bad pit stop. We might actually be able to do something about our 3-second penalty if they start fighting. But right now, it's looking
Dave, danke für die 100 Bits.
pretty bad. And Schumacher also ahead of us,
Jetzt bitte rechts.
struggling big time. He lost like 4 seconds just in the chicane to us. He can't do anything. It's
Komm.
just such a mess. Look at it.
Mick, halt
Of
ihn
course,
noch
he
ein
can
bisschen
go
auf.
full throttle in.
Nein, nicht
in
mich
the straight line still?
Nicht.
I was hoping he's not going for a move because he closed in so much. So I braked way too late.
Ich hatte schon Schiss, dass der
It
divet,
cost us
ey.
so much time, and Mick got passed from Paris here, and Paris closed in again by that. Alonso also pitting, he was also on hard compound, and now we are 9 seconds behind. George Russell in net P4, having to fend off Paris and Hamilton. Paris is going for a move, but not actually like a proper move. I braked later because I was thinking he was going for one, and then he was actually somewhat alongside, which was not good. Now he's going for the outside on the next lap, I think. Or was it 2 laps after? I didn't pay attention. Did I jump from lap 20 to 22? No, I think not. And with that, because of the way we raced, Paris enabled Hamilton to take the outside line. Now they are going side by side into the chicane, and Hamilton still manages his way through, and this gained us nearly 2 seconds over
weiter,
them.
Jungs.
Imagine, if
Macht
we
ihr
would
super.
have a good pit stop, if we would have had a good pit stop, it would have all
Kein
worked
Safety
out
Car, kein
if
Safety
they
Car,
would
kein
fight
Safety
like
Car,
that.
kein Safety Car, kein
And
Safety
now,
Car, kein Safety
also
Car, kein
George
Safety Car.
Russell, DNF,
Virtuelle Safety Car,
we
ja.
are in net P3, but we have the 3-second penalty.
3 Sekunden solltest
Awful
haben, das sind noch
timing.
einige Runden
You know
und
that
das
one
konnten
time
wir
when
aber
we are
keiner mehr
actually
stoppen.
able to fight for a podium, of course with a lot of
Das
strategic
Ding ist, wenn keiner mehr
fortune,
stoppt,
let's say,
habe ich ein Problem, weil die KI
it
besser
doesn't
mit den heißen
work
Reifen
out
klarkommt
because
als ich.
I mess up.
Wenn 2, 3 Runden sind, dann brauchen wir
If I would have
die
not got that stupid
Softs.
warning, oh my god, we would be in for massive points. But we are still in for massive points because there's a huge gap behind Paris, and so far we haven't really fought for any points yet, like any big points. I think we scored 1 point or something a couple of races ago, but ever since then it's kind of been dull. We just have had to settle for something like P11, P12, P13, those positions which are close to 1 point, but P5 that would jump us in the championship big time. And as we are holding off Lewis Hamilton, we are keeping our dream alive, and the gap behind the guys
Perez
behind
kommt
is
wieder ran.
still way quicker. Of course you could argue let them pass, but what if something happens? What if they fight? What if they take each other out and we could get that podium? That was my hope. That's why I was fighting them the whole time. And Charles Leclerc finishes the race, and you remember how Paris enabled Hamilton to get past? This is exactly a copy paste, just that they didn't go side by side anymore. Yeah, Paris made his way past Lewis Hamilton in the end with that move. And look at the gap that we have to them. Oh, oh, it was
Mehr als
all
Fünfter
so
wird's
close.
nicht.
It was literally so close in the end. Unfortunate, but hey, we fought hard, and the gap to the guys behind is big enough to make sure we finish at least P5, which is still a good result considering where we started, that our pace was not incredible.
Aber trotzdem,
And
das ist
yeah,
ein bestes
there we go.
Resultat
P5.
bisher.
Drive
Nehmen wir
of the
mit.
day, I assume.
5. Platz.
Anyways, Charles won. Apparently there's no rain anymore, but they are on Inters. Interesting. That was quick try up. Sainz P2 and Checo Perez P3. P4 Lewis Hamilton. Then there's us.
Ey, aber von
Yeah.
20 auf 5.
And now look at the standings, guys. If you've enjoyed that
wir schauen uns
video,
mal die Standings
make
an.
sure to hit the like button, smash it. Also, if you're new here, subscribe,
Damit sind wir jetzt
hit the notification
Elfter
bell
in der
so you won't miss out on
Fahrerwertung. Wir haben
any further
Plätze
content
gut gemacht.
in the future.
Wir haben Lando
And you
Norris
can
und
also,
Ocon
if you
überholt.
want to check out my
Und damit
socials,
sind wir auch in der
Instagram, Twitter,
Konstrukteurswertung
Twitch, TikTok, I'm
Siebter.
active on all
Aufgestiegen, Paul
of
McLaren.
them.
Das waren wichtige
I
Punkte.
really appreciate all of
Natürlich hätten wir
you,
noch mehr gehabt.
and I hope you've
Hätte
enjoyed
ich,
this video.
nicht diesen
I will see you in the
Fehler
next one. Take care
mit der
everyone and have a
3
lovely
Sekunden
weekend.
Strafe mir
You're Marcel.
eingefahren, aber
Peace.
so ist es nun mal. Passiert. Nicht so schlimm.